Hi guys, so I'm making this video to inform you why Norwegian's insurance policy is basically a scam and why you really just don't need it, and if you do, how it ends up actually screwing you over. So I've been cruising with Norwegian for years, and normally 1 to 2 cruises every year, and everyone knows if you book the cruise in 2020 because of the pandemic, it was canceled. No problem. I understand. It's a pandemic. It's a state of emergency. No problem. So they offered at that point a refund or future cruise credits. So since I cruise annually with Norwegian, I said no problem. I'll take the future cruise credit, because at the time they were offering you what you paid. So for the cruise I booked in 2020, I paid $3,200, around there. So they're saying that if you use, instead of asking for a refund, if you ask for the future cruise credit, you get 125%. So some little math there. 200 times, I get like $4,000 worth. I thought no problem, I will do. So I booked the cruise for 2021, and at the time, because now I have 125% of what it's worth, I had extra money. I booked a nicer room. I still had some money left over. So they said, you know what? You have all this extra money. You should use it to get insurance in case something else happens. Like, who knows how long the pandemic will go on for. So I said, no problem. I'll take the free insurance. And guys, that is where I messed up in life. So 2021 rolls around, and at that point they were sailing again. But in this booking, it was me, my husband, and my son. So in 2021, their policy was if someone was under the age of 12, because they could not be vaccinated at the time, they could not get on the cruise ship. Makes sense. So at that point, I'm like, so what happens? I can't get on the cruise because my son can't get on. They're like, you can get on the ship without him. I'm like, so me and my husband are going to get on a ship and leave my son, my 2-year-old son, behind? No, I don't think so. At that point, they offered me more cruise credits. They said, if you want, we can offer you cruise credits. And I said at that point, I don't know about more cruise credits, because at this point, I was saying, how do you know if I would be able to sail again? Because you don't let my son sail now. He's 2, and at the time they were trying to come out with a vaccine for 5-year-olds, but that's still many, many years away from my son to be able to get on a cruise. So to prove it, I have an email here. Minors denial. Dear valued guests, we are likely aware that you've been working tirelessly, blah, 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 protocols. But basically, right here, only individuals 12 or older eligible to get a vaccine, yada, 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 regardless of proof of denied boarding at the pier. And we're so sorry. Okay, so I can't get on the ship. Okay, no problem. They said just do a refund. You will get a refund. You have to send it to their guest relations department, and then they will refund you. Where's my guest relations email? As you can see, there's 27 emails in this chain. There's a man. His name is Ricardo at guest relations. 28 emails later, he's sending me canned emails. He comes up with the fact that I canceled. So now their story is, I canceled the cruise. I chose not to get on the cruise at 2020. And he sends me a link to where is it? To their current policies, which is that they allow kids to get on now. So he's like, no, you canceled because we allow kids to get on the cruise. I'm like, yes, now, but not at the time I was trying to board. Here's an email proving that you sent it to me saying I cannot get on the ship. He's like, nope, you canceled. We can't refund you. Okay, so can I get cruise credits? Now, at this point, I'm like, you know what? This is a losing battle, and you guys do allow kids to get on a cruise now. No problem. I'll get on a cruise. So this is where the insurance comes in. So after lots of calling, they basically say, because I took the free insurance. Well, first he says he couldn't refund me my money because my future cruise credits were used on the cruise in 2021. Yes, the cruise you canceled on me. That's how it works. My 2020 cruise was canceled. I got credits. I used it for 2021, which you canceled on me. Didn't get any of that either. So they said, because you took the free insurance, that you have to subtract the cost of the insurance for my 2021 cruise, and then you only get 75% of what's left after that. So technically, because I took the free credit, I am made whole. I got back what I am deserved. Even though I paid $3,200 for my original 2020 cruise, and then all these credits that should have been equivalent to $4,000, I am now left with, let's see, ta-da! $656 and $224. $656. Oops. Plus 656 plus 224. So I spent $3,200 for my 2020 cruise. My 2021 cruise, I used $4,000 worth of credits, and now I get $1,536 back. And I've been made whole. That is fair. But if you look at their cancellation policy now, if you cancel due to COVID reasons, or they cancel due to COVID reasons, you get your future cruise credits. Not only that, if you have purchased insurance, you'll get insurance future cruise credits, which will be applied to your next travel only if you buy more insurance. But for me, I don't get any of these credits. I get insurance credits. So I warn all you people now, because I've called in multiple times. I go, so I paid $3,200 and I have $1,500 in credits, which somehow makes me whole. So at this point, I'm cutting my losses. I've called in multiple times, and they go, technically, because I took the insurance with the free extra credit, this is correct. Now, I can't even use most of these credits to book another cruise because they have all these different rules on how to use the credits and what they go towards. So even though I get future cruise credits, so let's say theoretically I spent $3,000 on a cruise and they give me future cruise credits for $3,000. Some of those credits cannot be used for taxes and gratuity. So it's not a one-to-one exchange. So honestly, these future cruise credit nonsense monetary refund is equal to nothing. So getting in the insurance is also useless. The insurance doesn't pay you back. The insurance is converted to also future cruise credits that you also cannot use for government taxes. So you lose money for the insurance. If you spend $300, $400, $500 on insurance, you lose that money. Then you get the difference, like 75% of the difference of the money you spent. And then you also can't use it on your next cruise for taxes and gratuities, which is another $400 or $500. So honestly, I'm never cruising with Norwegian again, because I feel like this is a huge bait and swap kind of practice, and no one's willing to admit to any of this or fix any of this. But if you do book with Norwegian again, I highly suggest never buying the insurance, because technically you will get more future cruise credits if someone has COVID from Norwegian themselves than if you got the insurance. You lose the insurance money, plus you get a percentage of your original. So if you have any comments or questions, you could go on their website, look over the credits. I have all the emails. I have hundreds and hundreds of emails. It's been 7-8 months now since my 2021 cruise, and they're basically telling me I'm shit out of luck. So good luck, everyone, future cruising Norwegian, but I'm switching to Royal. Goodbye.